It took 40 years for Stu Shear to build his business, running charter fishing boats for tourists in the Gulf. Now it's all falling apart between the oil spill that shut down business and haggling with BP over his claim.
Excuse me. You'd wonder how a guy my age at 260 pounds could be emotional. Sorry. But, you know, it's like I told you, salt water runs through my veins. I mean, it's all I've done. It's all I've ever wanted to do was fish.
Stu walked into the local claims office, but BP classified him large loss and moved his claim 90 miles away. He only speaks with his adjuster by phone.
They wanted 2007, 8, 9 returns. They wanted my log books. They wanted my bank statements. They wanted all my licenses, P&L statement.
So you laid out
everything.
All this paperwork.
Everything.
To the number.
To the penny, virtually. This is what I calculated from May 9th through the end of December that I had on the books, actual booked, not projections, not people still calling me.
And when you itemized these costs for BP, you even accounted for that you wouldn't be using fuel.
That's right. So if my boat didn't leave the dock, I wouldn't have fuel, bait, rods, reels, ice,
Nobody
contract
down here
labor.
should be patient about anything. Everybody should be as aggressive as we possibly can to get everything done as quickly as we can. I think the claims process hasn't worked well. I think creating that fund was a good step forward. I think Mr. Feinberg knows what he's doing. He has an extensive amount of experience. Again, if he doesn't make the same mistake that other folks have made of not talking to the locals about how to get this done, this is not our first rodeo. And so the faster the better. You always should err on the side of the people that were hurt. These people's, the livelihoods of people in Louisiana have just been devastated by this. This is not the first time we've been hurt. This is on the backs of the same individuals that were hurt during Katrina and Rita as well.
I will bend over backwards to help these local businesses. I am trying to help them. Don't come to me and say, trust me, it was going to be a great year. At the other end of the spectrum is the person who comes in and says, look, Mr. Feinberg, I had this contract and I had this contract. This was going to be a great year. Look, okay, you've certainly, that's the minimal proof.
There's no one who wants this thing over more than I do. You know, I'd like my life back.
The embattled CEO of oil giant BP, who famously said he wanted his life back while overseeing the company's response to the Gulf oil spill, is apparently getting just that. Tony Hayward will step down on October 1st.